Barcelona have defeated Rayo Vallecano 3-0 with a goal coming from Lewandowski and 2 goals coming from Pedri. One of the best assists that we have gotten today either had to be coming from Araujo or Lamine Yamal. Let me know in the comment sections down below, who do you believe had the better assist? Was it Araujo's long ball pass to Pedri, or was it Lamine Yamal's cross to Lewandowski to score the first goal? To me, this was a very dominant performance from FC Barcelona. Barcelona had 72% possession, a great expected goal rate of 1.35. The total shots that Barcelona had was 14. We had 573 passes with a 90% completion rate. Of course, we know that Barcelona had to get the job done against Rayo Vallecano because Barcelona were competing for the second place spot. Now, knowing that we got the 3-0 win, it's official. Regardless of what does happen in the next game against Sevilla, if Barcelona lose against Sevilla and Girona win their next match, it does not matter. Barcelona have secured the second place and they're going to go to the Spanish Super Cup in the next season, which will take place on January 2025. So we got 3 points, a clean sheet, and second place, with Pedri receiving the MVP award. I'm going to be honest here, I feel like we are seeing the Pedri of old, the Pedri that we saw back in 2020 and 2021. He seems much more vibrant, a lot faster, he defends way more, he likes to intercept the ball also, and of course, he brings out a lot of goals and generates a lot of chances for his teammates. In this game, he had a total of 21 out of 27 passes completed, he created 2 chances, he had 2 shots on target, he had 2 passes into the final third, he had 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, and 1 aerial duel won, which is really good. I'm happy to say that maybe Pedri is finally back, and hopefully the injuries don't return to the player, because that is the last thing that we do want to see from Pedri. Pedri does deserve to have consistent minutes, and I feel like if he continues to progress at this rate, he can definitely participate in the Euros this summer and then have a great preseason at Barcelona and hopefully convince Xavi Hernandez that he should be a starter for the next season and to play alongside our brand new defensive pivot and Gavi. So our starting 11 was really strong. We had Ter Stegen in goal, Koundé as our right back, Cancelo as the left back, Inigo Martinez and Cubarsí as our center back pairing, with Fermin Lopez, Sergio Roberto and Gundogan in the midfield. Our front three was Rafinha, who was on the left, Lamine Yamal on the right side, and Lewandowski as the striker. I'm going to be talking about some of the highlights within this game, and I first want to talk about the first goal because that is the first thing that happened in this match. Lewandowski ended up scoring and made it 1-0 with Lamine Yamal making an amazing assist. That cross was so good coming from Lamine Yamal that not even the center back could header the ball out. On this day too, Lamine Yamal has also become the youngest player in FC Barcelona history to reach 50 official games. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but to do this at 16 years old, it's very impressive, and it shows to the world why Lamine Yamal is so special. He's able to play so many games at Barcelona at just 16 years old and also provide a lot of attacking value. On the 28th minute, we saw Lewandowski dribble through 2 or 3 different players. I'm like, dude, do you think you're Messi or something? Like, that dribble that he made really did remind me of Messi making that run against Real Madrid in 2011 when Busquets simply just passed the ball to Messi and Messi took down like 3 to 4 different players. Lewandowski did the exact same thing. I'm like, where do you even get this? Like, 5 games ago, you could not even move, and then you just did this out of nowhere. You can tell that Lewandowski was really motivated and to really show up for FC Barcelona. Fast forwarding towards the 45th minute, we saw Sergio Roberto come out, Christensen came in, and this was a statement, right, for Xavi to say we needed more defensive stability. Sergio Roberto was getting outclassed out there in the midfield. He simply could not handle what Rayo Vallecano were bringing, and we needed much more, I would say, physicality. And Christensen, and that is why Christensen was brought in the second half. 10 minutes later, we saw Fermin Lopez make a long shot that got denied. That long shot was basically Roberto Carlos type of long shot. Fermin Lopez just loves to take shots from outside the box. You can truly tell that Fermin Lopez was told by Xavi Hernandez that he was going to be taken out later by Pedri, and Fermin Lopez was looking for those goals. I'm happy to see that Fermin Lopez is progressing under Xavi. Like, the fact that he is able to make so many great key passes into the box, take long shots, Fermin Lopez wants to stay. He wants to continue at Barcelona, and I feel like he does have a special place at Barcelona because of what he brings. Did he have a goal or an assist against Rayo? No, but his intentions were great, and that is exactly what we want from our midfielders, is for our midfielders to test the goalkeeper. We have suffered through so many years, over the past 5 years especially, from our midfielders not being able to be effective enough from outside the box or inside the box to score goals, to provide assists. It's one of the reasons why people want Frenkie de Jong out, is because Frenkie de Jong does not really give you anything in terms of goals and assists, but players like Fermin Lopez does bring that, and that is why the fans want him, and also Xavi Hernandez does want the player. On the 61st minute, 3 minutes later, Araujo came in for Cubarsí. I was told before that Cubarsí had a small injury, nothing serious, but Cubarsí had to be taken out due to precautionary measures. So Araujo came in, Joao Felix also came in for Rafinha, and then Pedri came in for Fermin Lopez. At that time, I'm like, dude, you're really going to be taking out Fermin Lopez at a time where he was building momentum, getting very close to scoring, but man was I wrong. Pedri coming in for Fermin Lopez was probably the best decision that Xavi Hernandez made because it is what allowed for us to gain the 3 points in a very comfortable way. But so by the time we did make those changes, we had an 11 that I would say was much more technical and more ball demanding. An 11 that I would say would be placed against a Champions League winning team. So we had Koundé, Araujo, Inigo Martinez, and Cancelo at the back with Andreas Christensen, Gundogan, and Pedri in the midfield. I don't remember the last time we saw a midfield like this of Pedri, Gundogan, and Christensen, but to see them together once more was an amazing feeling. And then our front three was Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, and Joao Felix. And so as the game went on, we saw Cancelo winning duels, whether it was from the attack or in defense. You can truly tell that Cancelo is trying to make his own statement to showcase to Joan Laporta, to Deco, to Xavi Hernandez that he should be a player that Barcelona should keep. Cancelo in this game had 44 out of 46 passes completed, 75 touches, 1 touch in the opposition box, 2 out of 5 successful dribbles, 4 passes into the final third, 2 out of 2 accurate long balls, 1 out of 1 tackles won, 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 1 interception, 6 ball recoveries. And so once more, Cancelo had a very solid performance. I'm not going to lie though, not everything was sunshine and rainbows. Barcelona made a few mistakes, like for example, on the 65th minute, Inigo Martinez wins a cross. He intercepted it in a great way, but once he had possession of the ball and Rayo Vallecano were pressuring him, he made a back pass to Ter Stegen and he almost made an own goal. I'm like, dude, don't tell me that you are another Oriol Romeu, because the only player that I know that does make mistakes under a lot of pressure, it is Oriol Romeu, and Inigo Martinez was showing hints of that. So fast forward a couple of minutes, we had Joao Felix get the ball. He made an amazing trick that placed the ball through one of the player's legs. He was about to score, he took down another player, but then it got rejected by the goalkeeper. Once that ball went off the goalkeeper, it went straight to Pedri, and Pedri made it 2-0. Fast forwarding to the 74th minute. 2 minutes later, Barcelona were looking for the third goal. Araujo receives the ball, makes a long pass to Pedri, skips the whole midfield. Pedri controls the ball, very similar to how Messi controlled the ball against Nigeria back in the 2018 World Cup. Pedri puts the ball to the ground, puts himself in a 1 versus 1 goalkeeper situation, and he shoots the ball with his left foot and converts it into a 3-0 scoreline. One of the biggest changes that Xavi Hernandez has made in this game, and I'm happy to see that. It's nice to see that Pedri is much more explosive in his runs, whether it's in the attack or in the defense. I'm just happy to see that Pedri can finally be in the conversations of starting and being effective. So during the game, we saw the whole stadium praising Xavi Hernandez, chanting his name, saying, Joan Laporta, no, but Xavi, yes. Do I believe that this win itself is going to solidify Xavi's continuity at the club? I don't think so. The way that Deco and Joan Laporta and the rest of the board members are going to be determining whether a coach has continuity is to look at the whole season and to see whether Barcelona have progressed or no. And of course, they're going to have to look at the context. Why didn't Barcelona progress through the season? And did we do enough on our part to help the coach to reinforce the squad? Also, why did Barcelona win La Liga in the previous season but not this season? There's a lot of analysis that does take place during this process. I feel like Joan Laporta, Deco, Xavi Hernandez are all going to be making a decision, discussing what they're going to be doing and what's best for the club within the coming days. It's a good time to talk about this because again, no matter what happens in the next match, because we still have another game to play, no matter what happens, Barcelona will be in second place. So it is only necessary to talk about this now knowing that the goal is accomplished. Pedri also wanted to speak about the match when the game was over, and this is what he stated. It is not a good season, but we had to get to second place. The 2 goals gave me confidence. I have to improve. I feel confident. We have made a lot of efforts to do the final stretch of the season well. Also, it is official that Barcelona will be facing Athletic Club in the semifinals of the Spanish Super Cup next season. The other semifinal is going to be played between Real Madrid and Mallorca. And my question to everybody here is going to be, do you see Nico Williams at that time when this semifinal does take place playing at Athletic Club or at FC Barcelona? There is a lot to look forward to in this upcoming summer. We'll see what Barcelona do and what type of sporting reinforcements are they going to make. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.